Hello, my name is Ericka, and today I'm presenting what I learned throughout the first semester of Integrated Math 2. And this is my homework completion chart. As you can see, I completed most of my homework except for homework number 1, which was, I didn't really take that homework seriously. This is my assessment chart. As you can see, I did very low on my quizzes and my tests. And what I did to improve my grade was I really didn't do anything. I just sometimes when I felt like it, I did my homework or I turned in some test corrections, but not all. And I might have asked some questions to my peers, but not all the time, even though I was confused about things. The essential skill and learning target that I decided to present was Unit 2, and my misunderstanding was that I didn't know how to solve them, and it was too complicated for me to use some equations. This is my test problem that I completed in the test we took recently, and I I did the whole problem wrong because I didn't know how to set up the equation on the triangle, and I didn't know how to solve it. This is another question that I had, and it was a little bit more difficult for me because I didn't know which equation to use, so I kind of used both and mixed them up. And my reflection was that I didn't put all the effort that I needed to during this semester, because I didn't go for office hours when I wanted your help, or I didn't ask questions during class, and I didn't really pay attention much. I just kind of dozed off during class, and I didn't retake any quizzes or tests that I should have done when I got a low test score. And now I'm going to be presenting chemistry 10. I am going to be presenting on Unit 3 chemical bonding and the essential skills 1A, 1B, 1C, and 1D, and 1E. The first essential skill is the combined gas law, and that is Paul's law that describes the relationship between the pressure and volume. And in order to solve this, we had to use the equation P1, which stands for pressure 1, volume 1, equals pressure 2 and volume 2. This is the evidence on where this is a test that I took during class to see whether or not I knew the essential skill. And for essential skill 1B is where I learned about metals, non-metals, semi-metals, and family of names from the periodic table. And this is my evidence that I have, and it's on how I solved it. Yeah, I messed up that slide with this slide, so it's not gonna be compatible. applicable to it. So I kind of I put the wrong information on the first slide, so it's not going to be the same. So then standard temperature pressure, STP, as most students know it as, and that is what we saw for Kelvin. Yeah, for Kelvin and ATM, which is and evidence 1C is it shows that it shows it shows my application towards the work that I did. And then the second one I'm presenting is, the fourth one I'm presenting is about it's Kelvin and Celsius temperature, and that one is to find out those are the temperature scales that I used to find out about the information that I needed. And then for this is 1E, and it's the ideal gas law. So and okay, I'll be honest, I don't really know about this. As you can tell, I just got one question right out of mostly all of them. I don't really know how to explain this one. And thank you for your time and attention. Do you have any questions?
Thank you.
Okay. So there are quite a few things that you mentioned, like sometimes you just didn't feel like doing the homework, or you didn't take it seriously. Next semester we're going into Algebra 2, which is definitely more rigorous. So that's not going to help you. What are you going to do to make sure that these same habits don't continue to next semester?
I'm going to set up a schedule on how to manage my time right, and how to stay focused. It's not slowing down.
When I said stay focused, what are you going to manage? What kind of things do you think you should be working on in order to make sure you do well next semester?
Not goofing off and not getting off track a lot.
So when you're in class doing what you're supposed to?
Yeah.
What about outside of class?
Instead of just watching TV or messing around, just do my homework first and then put this second.
Okay. Alright, and then ultimately what's your goal for next semester?
To have a better grade on math and actually understand the learning targets.
Alright,
Okay. I'm a little confused by your presentation. You started out by talking about chemical bonding, but then you were talking about gas laws. So I'm wondering, is your focus on gas laws, and is that what you want to present on?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at your final. I can tell you have a basic understanding. There are a couple questions that I have though. Can you define STP for me? What does that stand for? ST.
Yeah, standard temperature pressure.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what temperature and what pressure that is by any chance?
No.
No, nothing. Maybe just the temperature? Or just the pressure? Maybe in atmospheres, or what it is in degrees Celsius? Okay. How do you convert between degrees Celsius and Kelvin?
Convert. You. I don't know that either.
It looks like you do. Let's give it up quickly.
Celsius into
Kelvin.
Kelvin. Is the picket fence?
Not. That's for STP.
Oh. Is it the 1 ATM?
Okay, that's standard pressure.
No.
Okay. And you brought up the ideal gas law, your very last slide. Do you want to go back to that? Okay.
No.
Okay. See up in the top how it says PV equals nRT? Can you tell me what each of those letters stands for?
Pressure, volume, equals.
Do you remember what N is? Or R?
Is it Newton? No.
That's physics.
Oh.